Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. We are going to do 5 minutes of Reiki and 5 minutes only. That's why it's a micro session. A normal session would be 45 minutes to an hour, maybe more, just depending what is going on with you and what you're needing help with. So we're going to do a Reiki micro session. After that, we'll follow it with 5 minutes of free-for-all questions where I'll pull out the tarot cards and we'll take a peek at whatever questions we can fit in before 5 minutes is up. So welcome, welcome, welcome to all of you. Hello there, Diane. Glad to see you here. Let's go ahead and get this Reiki started. All right, so we're starting Reiki at 12:08 here Central Time. That means that we will be finishing up at 13 after the hour for the Reiki. Shakoya, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you back again, my dear. How are you ladies doing today? What are you using your Reiki for today? Four more minutes left. I am fantastic. I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm serving people, showing people what Reiki can do for them. I'm happy, happy, happy. Gotcha, something medical. Reiki is always good for medical. Reiki is something that picks up where the doctors leave off. La, da, da. What about you, Diane? What are you using your Reiki for today? Mm-hmm. 3 more minutes left. For eyesight again. Gotcha, gotcha. That's a good one. I have thought a few times I should use Reiki for my eyesight, but it never seems to be the top priority. Toy hunters, whales, using yours for your throat? Are you using it for your throat or for your voice? Are you having a hard time talking? Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever did that. I appreciate it. Those of you who are new to this channel and new to this type of video, if you would like uh, to see more of these, please subscribe. I try to do a Reiki video just about every day. And those of you who find this video helpful, please share it with others who may be helped by it. Sore throat. Okay. Gotcha. All right, we still have 2 more minutes of Reiki. Normally, Toy Hunt is a regular session with me. I do long distance sessions, so that just means that I do Reiki sessions for people no matter where they are in the world. A normal session would be 1 hour with me. So if you find that 5 minutes helps you, but it doesn't do everything you want it to yet, you may want to book like a 1 hour session to get more progress actually going. And the same applies really to anybody. 1 more minute left of the Reiki. I think this is your first time in the room, Toy Hunters. Welcome, welcome. Alrighty, 12:13. Let's go ahead and wrap the Reiki up. Not every Reiki practitioner is going to blow in their hands to keep the Reiki, to sort of more or less turn the Reiki off, so to speak. That's kind of a thing that I do. It's just an intention that I have set that, okay, now it's time for the Reiki to stop going out. So that's why you see me do that. Not everybody is going to do that, just so you know. Everybody sort of has their own thing when it comes to that. So anyway, that's it for Reiki. Let's go ahead and open the door for a free-for-all questions. Those of you who have a question that you would like me to take a look at with tarot cards, throw them at me. Bring them on. Tiffany, James, hello, hello. Glad to see you here. Diane, you just want to see OD. Okay, let's start with Lenormand. We'll pull a couple of Lenormand cards because you need 2 cards to get a message from Lenormand, technically. La da 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 da. La da da. Diane. Let's see. Your house card is the Sun. Whoop whoop. Has to do with clarity, information. And your cover card is the Bear. So, Diane, I think this is talking about that you are getting some information, whether you're researching or whether information is just coming up. You are getting some information that's coming to you either about a business or about a business person who is significant in your life. Okay, and that's for today. So that would have happened within the past 24 hours, or if it hasn't happened yet, it'll happen within the next 24 hours, Diane. Shakoya. What is going on with this pressure that she feels in her head? Shakoya just wants it to go away. What's going on with this pressure in her head? Let's ask a little different question, Shakoya. Let's ask, would it be a good idea for you to go see a doctor about the pressure in your head? That's a question that I'm a little more comfortable with there. Always a good thing to go see a doctor about medical things. Even when you're getting answers, or at least partial answers from tarot readers. Still should see a doctor as well. The very first card, though, that comes up is the Three of Swords. So this looks to me like tension is adding to or exacerbating the headache that you have. I feel like the headache itself is actually making you feel more depressed or blue than what you normally would. I think it's going to be a good idea for you to go to a doctor, though. I've got the Fool followed by a Chariot. That is, here's a new idea. Let's go see somebody. Followed by the Nine of Wands, which means letting down your guard, letting down your boundaries. So this pretty much indicates to me that you're not a doctor type of person. You don't like to go see them. And yet, Spirit is saying, do something new. Take that leap of faith. Make that trip to the doctor's office. Okay. All right, let's see. Tiffany James would like to have a COD. Hello there, Krista Scorpio. Welcome. You're quite welcome, Diane. Okay, so if you have and they can't figure it out, and you've got the Fool card, and you've got the Chariot, and you've got the Nine of Wands, new doctor with that Fool card. See somebody new, see somebody different, get a second opinion. With the Chariot, you're going to have to drive to them. They may be at a distance away. Okay, I still say a good idea to see a doctor, though. Tiffany James, COD. That's right. Sometimes these doctors, they go through a lot of schooling, but everybody has different experiences, and sometimes they're better at some things than others. Okay, so Tiffany. Hanged Man in reverse, there's something that you have been waiting for or waiting on. I really have the sense there's something you have been waiting to do, and you've been waiting for the right time. This card says the time is now, girly girl. Get to it. Like Nike used to say, just do it. Do they still say that? That's what this card is saying. The waiting time is over. It's time. Make your move. Do your thing. Okay, that's for you, Miss Tiffany. Krista Scorpio is up next for a COD. Sometimes they aren't listening. Doctors have a lot of stress on their lives too. They have their personal lives, plus they have their overhead of their business, and insurance companies acting crazy, and the government acting crazy. Okay, Krista Scorpio, COD for you, my dear. I like your name, by the way. I don't know if you've been watching me long enough to know or not, but I'm a Scorpio too. We're not all bad. All right, so here's your card. That was the timer. That means this is the last COD or question that we're doing today. Krista, what you have showing up for me here is the Queen of Arrows in reverse. In this particular deck, especially the Queen of Arrows in reverse tells me that you've had something happen to you that made you feel more vulnerable than you feel is appropriate or than you like. And so now you are taking measures to make sure that you don't feel that vulnerable again. And this could be anything from very tangibly, like getting a security system for your house if you were burglarized, to on a more emotional relationship front, like, maybe you shared some information with somebody that you thought you could trust to keep that between yourselves, and then they spread that information around. And so now what you're doing is you're just not talking to that person, or anything in between. This is just a very generic. One card is more of a generic thing. It just means that something made you feel vulnerable and you're taking steps to make sure that that same something does not happen again. Okay. Awesome, Tiffany. Well, good luck getting that car fixed. Excellent. Scorp runs your chart. I've got Scorp in my sun and also in my Venus. I think, well, there's some others, but those are the ones that I pay the most attention to. I think it's in like 5 different placements. Let's see. Spot on, broken trust. Okay, thank you for the feedback, honey. You're quite welcome. And Krista, if there's something where you might want to know, okay, well, are things really different now? Has anything changed? That's always a good thing to come and get a reading about if you need that reassurance and nothing that the other person is saying can really help you because that trust is broken. And that way you can find out, I think we get in those situations where when somebody breaks our trust and we're trying to give them another chance, we get into a situation where we're trying to figure out, okay, am I just being paranoid, or is this person really doing things that make me not trust them, like legitimately? Or if the person isn't doing anything, then we kind of question, well, am I missing something? So in those things, especially early on, if you're kind of having those types of questions, it's good to get a reading to kind of get an idea of if this person is sincere about making any changes to not break your trust again. So if you'd like to have a reading, I do love to do readings. And if you want to have information about getting a reading from me, all of that is in the description box below. There's my website right there. When you go to my website, you'll find all that information. It's www.amista.info, I-N-F-O. Once you're there and you've looked around a little bit, if you know which reading you want, or even if you need a little help figuring out which reading is best for you, then go ahead and get in touch with me. We'll get you taken care of as quickly as possible. Best way to reach me is by phone or by text. That's what gets my attention first. Also, Skype, if you happen to be outside the United States, is a really great way to get my attention. I don't recommend emails, even though my email address is in there, because those tend to get buried. So, Skype, phone, or text is what I would recommend to try to reach me to get something scheduled or to find out what would work for you. Okay. Very cool, Tiffany. Well, you're already on the right track. Yep, you're definitely run by Scorpio. Excellent, excellent. When is your son's birthday? And how old is your son? I think Leo season is really motivating us to all do something wherever that falls in our charts. It's definitely got some nice energy rolling. And such relief. Such relief after the eclipses, right? Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. That can be a fun age. It can also be a very challenging age. I'm not sure whether I want to say, oh, happy times or oh, good luck to you. That voice will be changing here in a couple of years. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Challenging, huh? Okay, gotcha. Well, good luck to you. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all for joining me. I really do appreciate you all being here. You guys keep me fresh and on my toes. And it's so much more fun to make videos like this, for me anyway, than it is to make videos to just dead air and just put them out there. So thank you for being here and for just keeping me company while I do this. If you guys would like a reading, or if you would like a actual Reiki session for an hour and just see what that energy feels like when it's all focused on you for that much time, which is a fantastic experience, just get a hold of me either way. And we'll get you taken care of pretty quickly. I try not to do waiting lists at all. I can usually get to you the same day, sometimes the next day. So, yeah. Anyway, that's everything I have to say. You all have a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.